Rush Limbaugh has a hilarious theory here as to what Obama really wants to do in the wake of the Orlando attack. Let's watch.
Yesterday afternoon in Orlando, after meeting with survivors of the terror attack in Orlando, and I don't think Obama blamed this on a video, like he did Benghazi. We have as many sound bites here as, well, not as many as you can take. There aren't that many, but I just want you to hear a couple of the things Obama said at the memorial. At the memorial, after meeting with survivors of the terror attack.
Given the fact that the last two terrorist attacks on our soil, Orlando and San Bernardino, were homegrown, carried out, it appears, not by external plotters, not by vast networks or sophisticated cells, but by deranged individuals warped by the hateful propaganda that they had seen over the internet, then we're going to have to do more to prevent these kinds of events from occurring.
You hear that? It's the internet's fault. Yeah, all this hatred in the internet. Yeah, there's all that propaganda on the internet. We're going to have to do more to prevent these. Can you say the words net neutrality? If you can, then you might be aware of how Obama intends to take control of the internet using this as justification, which sadly many low-information Americans and propagandized Americans themselves will applaud. But it will not be, Obama's takeover of the internet will not be to prevent these kinds of things from happening. He's got an entirely different agenda. All the Democrats do. It's total control. It's limiting access to information. It's about shutting down opposition. That's why they want control of the internet.
That's a good point. We actually have video here of Obama explaining his plot to control the internet.
You recently suggested closing that internet up, those were your words, as a way to stop ISIS from recruiting online. Are you referring to closing down actual portions of the internet? Some say that would put the U.S. in line with China and North Korea.
Well, look, this is so easy to answer. ISIS is recruiting through the internet. ISIS is using the internet better than we are using the internet, and it was our idea. What I wanted to do is I wanted to get our brilliant people from Silicon Valley and other places and figure out a way that ISIS cannot do what they're doing. You talk freedom of speech, you talk freedom of anything you want.
Let me follow up, Mr. Trump. So are you open to closing parts of the internet?
I would certainly be open to closing areas where we are at war with somebody. I sure as hell don't want to let people that want to kill us and kill our nation use our internet. Yes, sir, I am.
I think that at this point, everything right-wing commentators say is projection. Like, there's not a single thing that they've ever said that is not psychological projection. So if you want to know what they're up to and what they're guilty of, just look at whatever they accuse liberals of doing. Because, okay, you need to know the details and the specifics of net neutrality in order to understand what the real issue is. So the Obama administration and the Democrats, this is a rare area where they're actually 100% right. Because what they were doing is they were using the FCC to keep the rules exactly as they are now. Understand that? Obama and the FCC, they were trying to keep the internet exactly as it is right now. Trying to keep it a public utility so that internet service providers can't come along and decide arbitrarily, I want to speed up access to these people and slow it down to these people. And by the way, if you want your access to get better, you got to pay me. So it's preventing internet gatekeepers and, people from demanding money to speed up and slow down the internet. I mean, you're not creating internet fast lanes, you're just making everybody else slower, is what it was. So the Republicans were on the side of literally allowing the ISPs to control the internet and speed up and slow down whatever they want based on their own whims, based on their own alliances. And the FCC and the Democrats said, no, let's keep it free and open, and let's keep it exactly as it is right now. What does Rush Limbaugh do? What does Glenn Beck do? What do the conservative commentators do? They flip the issue in their heads. Where, honestly, it's either that they're lying to you or they're stupid and they're too dense to actually read the articles and figure out what's going on here. But they have the issue exactly backwards. They're accusing the FCC of wanting to control the internet, and the government wants to control the internet, and they want to speed up and slow down different things, and they want to ban things that they don't like. No. The FCC want to do the opposite of that. Keep it open. Keep it exactly as it is right now. It's amazing how they don't do their basic research. Or maybe they do it and they just decide to lie to you anyway. But look at that. He's like, Obama has a problem. He wants to control the internet and he's going to use the guise of ISIS to control it. That is almost exactly what Trump is in favor of. Oh, do we all really trust Donald Trump? Oh, no, totally. He's only going to go after the terrorists. It's not like he has a record of going after people who he has a personal vendetta against because they said something against him. No, that's all Donald Trump is about. For fuck's sake, he sued Bill Maher over a joke. He sued The Onion over satire. This is a guy who said we need to open up the libel laws to sue the media and shut them down when they say negative things against you. It is a ridiculous idea that it was really about terrorism. No, it's not. So he's guilty of what Rush Limbaugh is accusing Obama of being guilty of. Of course that's what's happening. I mean, projection from the right they're so deep in it, it's up to their fucking eyeballs, man. My favorite example is when it comes to the kids. Go turn on Fox News any day of the week. Oh, they'll do a segment. Oh, look, they put kids in a commercial about how we should protect the environment. Why are they propagandizing our kids? They want to teach climate change in science class. Propagandizing the kids, trying to brainwash the kids into liberal ideology. That's the argument they make. Well, how many stories have we covered from deep red states in conservative districts where they're like, anyway, we're going to put into our textbooks that creationism must be mentioned equally alongside evolution. You want to talk about propaganda for the kids? They've done things where it's like, okay, let's say Reagan is the best president ever. You can't put that in a fucking textbook. That's not factual. That's not objective. But they want to do propaganda for the kids as they accuse the liberals of doing it. Goddamn liberals. They want to fucking teach the kids facts. Gross. We're against that. Evolution and climate change. Fucking propaganda. Anyway, when do we do the thing about how the dinosaurs were with the people on Earth? Because obviously they lived together and they didn't die off 65 million years beforehand. This is what they do. Slip the theology into the textbooks. Slip the right-wing propaganda. They literally wanted to put in textbooks how the New Deal didn't work. Economists almost unanimously agree it worked. Like, yeah, no, put in how Reaganomics is awesome and how we always need to cut taxes for the rich. Unbelievable. And again, they accuse us of doing propaganda for the kids. So this is Rush Limbaugh 101. This is Donald Trump 101. Whatever they accuse the liberals of doing, that's almost certainly what they're doing.